Valley Club, I was at the World Jiu-Jitsu Nogi Championships this past weekend, had good prep, had a good warm-up, was winning my match until I made this critical error. So if you want to see what happened, what mistake I did that cost me everything, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm Paul, also known as ValleyFlyin, and normally on this channel we're talking about the game Marvel Strike Force, mobile game that I enjoy playing. I've been playing it for a while and I love making content on it. But one of the other things that I enjoy doing is training jiu-jitsu and competing in jiu-jitsu. Been doing that for about 6 years, and this past weekend was probably the biggest tournament that I've competed in ever. Normally I'm doing local tournaments, do Jiu-Jitsu World League tournaments, AGF tournaments, even done some local IBJJF tournaments. The PANS is in the Dallas area, so even though it's the PANS, it is a local tournament for me. So this was the first time I've ever traveled for a tournament. It was just myself, one of my teammates. So there was a lot of unknowns for me during this tournament. And one of the things that I wanted to do was get an Airbnb that had a full kitchen, washer, dryer. Didn't want to stay at the hotel because I wanted to have my space, wanted to be able to stretch, everything like that. So stayed at this Airbnb close to the convention center, which is where the tournament was taking place. First night there, met up with my buddy Trevor and his wife, also known as Mobile Gamer. And if you follow Marvel Strike Force, you know exactly who Mobile Gamer is. We went around a few of the hotels. The Bellagio has this nice Christmas setup. There's this giant Christmas tree, this huge section that you could just walk around. And we also went through the Cosmopolitan Hotel, which has some really, really cool things here, and a giant chandelier, this secret room that we went in the back. So it was a very fun experience. The next day was just a day to chill, relax, stretch, work out any kinks I had in my body. One big thing that I did was walk to Target, get a bathroom scale, and walk back because I wasn't sure what my weight was. And that kind of limited my eating. I didn't eat too much on the Thursday before the tournament. And the Friday, because I was right on weight, I was right around 202, and 202 was the cutoff for the weight. I wasn't eating much because you weigh in right before you compete. So it would have been nice if I could have waited in the morning and then ate and got my food in, hydrated, but I wasn't super hydrated, didn't eat much. Went to this tournament, and looking back, I probably should have moved up a weight class just so I didn't have to worry about eating and hydration and everything like that. Probably will do that in the future every time I travel, just so that I could do my weight and the absolute. So then we get to the actual match, and like I said previously, had a really good warm-up, was very confident going into this match. Unfortunately, didn't really have a chance to work a lot of new techniques after the PANS because as you may know, I fainted after the PANS and had to wait for my face to heal before I could really train. So I didn't really add a lot of new things between the last match and this match. My opponent, met him beforehand. He competes a lot, and it was a fun match. I was looking forward to this, but I had a lot of confidence going into this match. It's really cool guys from the Bay Area, and what I'm trying to work on here is just to try to pull on his head, wear his neck down, and potentially look for a shot, even though a shot is not something that I've drilled too much. Let's see the other angle here, and I'm just trying to tie on his head. He goes out of bounds to try to avoid that.
Keep being heavy on that
back
head, Paul.
up. He is, yeah, he stays low.
Heavy on the head, heavy
he's
on the
looking
head.
for a shot, and judging by what I saw in his next match, he's looking for me to shoot because he had a really good sprawl and really good shot defense. So I'm not really looking to shoot, but I'm looking to tug on his head and wear his neck down. I actually accidentally hit his head there, so I shake his hand because that wasn't on purpose. But I want to tug on his head. I want to pull his head down, not accidentally slap his head.
30 seconds gone.
All right, so try to get some hand control there or head control. He's really backing away and really not really engaging with me, so it's hard to find what I want. There's a lot of positions that I did work towards the end. I'd worked a little stand-up on like 2 days right before the tournament. Kind of drill intensity, but there was a few positions that I wanted to get to that I was working on, and it just wasn't allowed. I got a good head control there, but he pulls out again. Not really able to capitalize because, like what I was telling my coaches, my hand fighting, I think I have a pretty good hand fighting, but that's only step 1. There's step 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm not doing well. So he goes for a Russian tie there, but I get out of that shoulder control, and I'm just trying to go over his collar tie there.
There you go.
Pull his head down, try to break his base, have him go into a bad position. And he's doing a good job pulling out. I'm just trying to break his base again. We look at the other angle, trying to tug on his head, pull his posture down, or get him to make a mistake. And he's being pretty
Watch the
conservative. I'm
Russian.
being pretty conservative as well.
There you go.
One, because I don't want to use my
Keep
energy
going, Paul. 3
because
minutes,
I do
3
have more
minutes.
matches coming up.
Push him
Or if
back,
I win,
push
I
him
would have had
back.
more matches coming up.
Top of
And
the head,
I
top of the
I
head,
didn't want to
step
get
down.
gassed out for this tournament. So I'm staying pretty conservative, staying pretty calm,
3 minutes
still
remaining,
attacking,
3 minutes
moving
remaining. Go
forward,
get him.
and just trying to wear in
Go
his
get
head
him.
again. Hopefully before
his
the
head,
next
Paul.
match, I can work on a few other things and
Snap
work
him
on some
down.
shots and things like that. But I didn't really work on too
Top of the
much
head.
attacks
Top
here.
of the
Just trying to
head.
pull on his head and maybe get him his
Keep
posture
going, top of
break,
the head, Paul. Just
or
get
get
there.
him to shoot, make a mistake, and I could sprawl on him. I did work on
Yep,
some
top of
sprawls
the
because
head.
the last
Start
tournament
snapping him down.
there was there he goes. This is actually a pretty deep collar tie. I have a full on his head, but I got that
You're
arm
under.
free and it's out. So that was probably his only attack
Keep
that he
pushing
had
him back. He's
during the
solid.
stand
Get
up
him.
was that
Get
Russian
him. Make
tie.
him go
So
backwards.
yeah,
Top
keep
of the
working
head.
on him. We're running out
Top
of
of the
time,
head.
but I'm not very
Keep pushing him
gassed
back.
out. I'm still trying to
There you
chase
go.
him.
Snap it down
My
hard.
coach is saying just keep
Hard.
working on his head. So if you look, I
Yep.
start to get I start to overextend a little bit of a few
215,
points.
Paul.
And
Get something. Make him
yeah,
tired.
he's just trying
Push
to
him
grab my arm.
backwards.
He's looking for that
Push
Russian
him
tie or trying to
backwards.
bait
Make
me
him
to
engage.
shoot
Push him
on him and
backwards.
just sprawl on him.
There you
But
go.
I'm trying to
Doesn't
really
like that. Keep
break his
pushing.
posture down. He's doing a good
pushing.
job of backing up as I go. He goes down to try to get
gonna
a
shoot.
reaction
Get to
from
the
me,
top of his head,
and I
Paul.
don't react
Push him
because I would
back.
like him to sprawl. He gets a little more circular movement, motions to the side. He almost gets
Top of the
a
head.
bad
Yep.
reaction from me
Start
there. Doesn't
snapping.
capitalize on it though. A little slow with how I'm turning.
There you go.
But yes, keep working on his head. See if I can get him to
pulling his head
get
up. You can
tired,
shoot
make a
if you want.
mistake. I think eventually what
Top
I
of the
want
head.
him to do is he gets
Top
so
of the head.
tired, he picks up his head, and that allows
Yep.
me to shoot. There I get to his hip. He backs out
Trying to
again.
force him out of bounds.
Controlling the center, so
There
I
you
know
go.
time's running out, but
130, Paul,
if it's a
get
0-0
something.
score, I know I would get the
Get
ref's
something,
decision
Paul,
because I'm more
130.
aggressive. I'm controlling the
0-0,
center.
snap his
So
head.
at this point, I can just relax.
going
I don't need to
backwards.
be
Keep him
aggressive
pushing
with
backwards.
anything. Don't need
pushing
to
him
really
backwards.
force anything because I'm winning the match here.
Snap
It's a
his head.
0-0 score, but I'm doing a little
Nothing
more
done
than he
here.
is.
1 minute
And this
15,
is
1
when
minute
it gets a
15.
little weird.
He's
All
the
right,
one
so
moving back.
now
Keep
we're
pushing
going
him back.
in, and
Keep
if we
pushing
look
him out
at
of bounds, Paul.
the other section,
going.
we
1
can
minute.
rewind it a
1
little bit,
minute.
but this is where
He's
the
gonna
camera
shoot.
goes a little
He's gonna
weird here.
shoot.
So I get to his
Nothing
hip,
done here.
I go in,
Nothing done
and I
here.
try to shoot,
shoot.
and let's
Get
back
up,
that
get
up because the
him out of
camera stays
bounds,
there for a
Paul.
while. Let's look at
Keep
this
going.
angle
1
here.
minute.
So
1 minute.
trying to go in.
He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot.
And
Nothing done
this is
here,
the
nothing done
reverse
here.
angle here, and
That's
that
two.
is what
Get
the
up,
angle
get up,
looks
get
like
up,
from
get
the
up,
reverse
get up.
angle. Going back to the main angle on flow grappling, the camera did not
That's
move.
two
Now,
reps.
normally when I do a takedown in a match, I'm thinking, ooh, that is really, really awesome. That must look super great. And when I look at the video, I'm like, ooh, that was pretty sloppy. Well, this time, I thought it felt sloppy. I'm like, all right, I got his hip. Time is running out. Even though I didn't need to shoot at that point, I was like, I got his hip. I'm just gonna keep driving through. So I keep running through, land on my head. There was no shocks going down my spine. I didn't feel any cracks, so I thought it was fine. Had to fight to get on top. So with that said, because it was a very ugly takedown and there's no video evidence, let's just say this was the most beautiful blast double
gonna
you've
shoot.
ever
He's
seen. You
gonna
have to use
shoot.
your imagination here because this is
Nothing
what
done
happens
here. Nothing
with the
done
video.
here.
And
That's two.
my
Get up,
buddy
get up,
gets
get
a
up,
little
get up,
aggressive,
get up.
gets a little hyped here. That's what we're seeing.
That's
That's
two
what we're
reps,
seeing.
that's two.
And it comes back here. If we look at the
Two,
official
Paul.
video,
You're up
they're
two
still
with
not back
45
yet.
seconds. Do
And
not get swept.
as we
Get
look
that
at this
underhook
point,
back.
he had the
Force
guillotine.
his
He
head
doesn't
to
have the
the
guillotine
ground.
anymore, but he
Force
does
his
have my
spine
arm
to the
trap.
ground with your
As soon as I
forearm and
pull
get your
this
arm back.
arm out, right there,
Get your arm back.
at this
Get your
point,
arm back.
look,
All
there's
right, good. Now
32
posture,
seconds
now
left on the
posture.
clock. At this point, I
Nothing
think
done
I'm
here.
won. I'm done. I've
got
got
an
this
advantage. No
settled.
sleep.
And if we go to the
Now
official
posture.
video, as it comes
Nothing
back
done
here, we'll
here.
see a better angle here. I open his guard and I pass. Now at that point, it's not needed. I'm already up 2-0. He does have an advantage because of the guillotine that he almost had from that takedown, but I'm up 2-0 at this point. The main thing I need to do is be safe. I'm safe here. He grabs my hand here. He has my head. He goes for the Kimura trap there. So now he's trying to do a shoulder attack. Now, instead, what I need to do is widen my base, but what I do here is I bring this knee in to try to attack his hip to try to go for a pass. Now, what I'm thinking is, all right, this arm, he's not going to get it with only a few seconds left, less than 30 seconds left. He's not going to get that. So I'm just ignoring the arm. However, looking back on this, what I need to do is if I wanted to bring this knee in to control his hip, he cannot be in his side here. That's the main problem. If he's flat on his back, I'm good. I could control his hip and I could work on the pass. However, because in his side, this is a real threat. I do need to address this. I just go for the pass though, and that's my big mistake. I just ignore this, try to get the pass, try to go for more points. What my buddy told me later is, you know what, if you won by 2, if you won by 5, wouldn't have made that much of a difference. This guy's pretty good. You're probably not going to tap him in 30 seconds here, so stay safe, prioritize safety, and not go overly aggressive and over sloppy like this. And this is where the match is lost. When I bring my knee in, try to go for the pass. If you watch my face, you can see what's happening. He's turning the angle. He's getting the angle. I can feel what's happening, and he gets the sweep there. So he gets 2 points. So now the score is actually tied 2-2, but he has an advantage from the guillotine that he attempted, and now he's going to get an advantage here from the arm. I don't even try to attempt to get this arm back. I just try to get the lockdown in his legs here, and I try to get under on his other leg to get the sweep, because I know there's not a lot of time left. And there's the time. Time expired there. And I'm pretty gassed. After I got swept there, I was just trying to buck him off and get him off, and I just used a little too much energy. Very, very disappointing day. Did everything right in training, did everything right in warm-ups. Just that last 30 seconds or so when I made the mistake just cost me the entire match. But that's the exciting thing you have to look forward to in training. Fix these problems. That's why these victories taste so good, because just a little error, you get these losses. These losses are hurt so bad and they feel so bad. But on the flip side, when I come back, train, get better. That's why those victories are going to taste so much sweeter. So can't wait to go back next year. I do want to compete again. Hopefully, logistically, it will work out with my family and my wife and the kids and everything like that. But I definitely want to compete again. We have another tournament coming up January 26th. It's gonna be a local tournament. The goal there is to enter 4 divisions. My weight at gi, my weight at nogi, and then absolute for both of those. Hopefully I get some people around my age. If I get people my age, I want to go for 4 golds. If I don't get people my age and have to go for younger folk with a bigger gas tank than I have, then we're going to try to do our best and win as many as possible there. But really looking forward to competing again. Really want to correct that error. We already trained it out. I really know what to do to fix that. So I'm prioritizing base, getting that knee out, and getting that arm back. Not just ignoring submissions at the end. But that's it. A little disappointing, but I've already moved on, learned from my mistakes, and ready for the next one. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did get some value, leave it a like. And if you want to see my previous tournament where I actually do win the pants, and the guy that I beat in the pants, he actually won the gold in this match and won the gold in the absolute for the worlds as well. So super, super close. Just gotta eliminate these mistakes. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Thanks for watching.